In the mid-1990s, IWC introduced a ceramic version of its classic Fliegerchronograph or pilot's chronograph, simply called the Fliegerchronograph Keramik. The watch was not a huge success when it was first introduced. Less than 2,000 copies were made, and production only lasted for a few years. And then, after production ceased, the watch really sort of fell off everyone's radar. But interestingly enough, a few years ago, it started to become a little bit of a cult classic. And now, they're trading for increasingly higher sums if you can find one for sale at all. In recognition of the tremendous success of the 3705 Fliegerchronograph Keramik, IWC has this year released a tribute to the 3705 in a full ceratanium case. Sure, the new watch is technically superior in certain respects, but in terms of overall experience, how does it stack up next to the original? I have to say, for me, seeing the original is an experience of tremendous, tremendous nostalgia. It represents, to me, the essence of IWC's watchmaking in the 1990s. Very spare, very straightforward, everything you need and nothing you don't, with a very, very strong technical flavor. The movement is a Valjoux 7750. The ceramic case is offset by the use of stainless steel for the crown pushers and for the case back, so it's not a full ceramic case. 39 millimeters in diameter and about 15 millimeters thick. One of the most attractive features of the original Fliegerchronograph Keramik to me was the use of a soft iron inner case to protect against magnetism. Now, time's gone on and there are other more advanced technical solutions to protecting a watch against magnetism these days, but to me there's a really, really strong nostalgic pull to the use of a soft iron inner case, and let's face it, that solution has served admirably in technical watches from IWC and from many other manufacturers for decades. Let's talk about what the new model, the 3705, has to offer in terms of changes from the original and in terms of technical upgrades. First of all, it's a slightly bigger watch at 42 millimeters by 15.3 millimeters. The case is now full ceratanium. This is a titanium and ceramic composite, but it shares a lot of the technical properties that made zirconium oxide a suitable material for the original in the first place. Very, very tough material, not affected by magnetism, very hypoallergenic, and IWC used ceratanium for the entire watch, including the case back, as opposed to the original, which had a steel case back. Another major difference between the two is the use of the IWC caliber 69380 in the new model. Now, while the basic architecture, the very basic architecture of the 69380 is in fact derived from the Valjoux 7750, the 69380 is largely manufactured in-house by IWC, and there are some significant technical differences between the two movements. Most notably, the 69380 uses a column wheel control switching system rather than the lever and cam system used in the 7750. And while this doesn't necessarily dramatically affect the user experience, it is noticeable when you turn the chronograph on and off and reset it. The big advantage that a column wheel system offers over a lever and cam system is really that you get a more uniform feel for each of the three functions of the pushers than is possible with a lever and cam system, all other things being equal. In terms of first impressions, it really knocked my socks off the first time I saw it. I felt an immediate, very, very strong connection to the history of IWC and to the history of technical watchmaking. I really can't find anything to fault about this particular watch. I suppose if you wanted to, you could say, oh gosh, I wish it were a little bit smaller, I wish it were the 39 millimeter diameter of the original. But on my wrist, the original, while, a fantastic watch, obviously, it feels a little bit small by modern standards. So I think the slight size increase is something that actually makes a lot of sense in terms of the notion of the 3705 and the tribute to 3705 as a functional pilot's watch. It's a very, very easy watch to wear. It's as comfortable to slip on as an old flight jacket. You take it out into the world really feeling like what you've got on your wrist is a wonderful companion for everyday wear. The only slight bummer about this watch is the price. It's an $11,900 watch, and now don't get me wrong, it's very much a technical upgrade to the original. And I think that if you're not only an IWC enthusiast, not only a vintage watch enthusiast, not only a pilot's watch enthusiast, but a lover of beautiful, clear, simple and straightforward design, this is a watch well worth considering even at the asking price.